this summer, one of the things that we decided to do again was to have a garden. And now that our daughter's a little bit older, she can actually help with the planting and pulling weeds and watering and all those fun things that come with this. But it's been fun because she can start to see the process of where our food comes from and all of these things as we're working together. So we planted our garden a few weeks ago, and one of the areas that we like to do is corn. So we'll have a big part of it is in corn. And we noticed that yesterday as I was watering, I could see little corn plants coming up, and it's only been a couple weeks, so it's exciting to see because the progress is coming pretty fast. But you can just see that each of these little plants are growing little by little. And one thing that I noticed as I was watering was that I could see some of these kind of had like the top bit off, or the top was maybe missing, like something had eaten it. And it was funny because when we planted our garden that same day, we saw a deer walk through our yard. And so we thought, we have to start, now that these are growing, now that our corn's starting to come up, now we need to protect our garden with a fence to keep out whatever it is that wants to eat this corn as it's starting to grow. And it really reminded me of our finances and how we're trying to keep things in order. And when we're working with clients, it's really a process, and there's different stages that you have to do different things. So for example, in the beginning, we had to plant everything, so we just had to get started. And so maybe that's just depositing money, maybe it's just starting an account, maybe that's making that decision of which account you're gonna do, things like that. We have to plant it, we have to get it started. And then after that, it takes sun and water to get everything growing. So we need that to keep happening. And so for you, that's the continuing of adding money or paying down debt, whatever that is, to make progress. That needs to happen to work towards that end goal where you're trying to get to. And then next, as everything's growing, we start to notice, just like this stage that we're at with these plants, we need to start to protect it, so with this fence. And so that means that we may need to add things like our estate planning documents, or maybe some insurance, depending on your family and the stage that you're at. These become some things that we just need to add to your plan that maybe we didn't need in the beginning as much. And then you'll notice that as these even get bigger and time goes by, of course, there are gonna be some weeds that start to creep in. And so these may be little things that we just have to change in our plan, like amending these documents that we started with estate planning, or making some changes to the amount of insurance, or now changing the amount we need to be saving into retirement accounts or these other accounts. These can just be little things that come in that if we don't take care of them, they can start to crowd out all of the good things that we've got going on. And so it's important that over time that you're taking care of these little things step by step, because in the end, what we're really wanting to do is harvest these crops or reach that goal that we've been working towards. And so as we're trying to accomplish those things, we realize that it really is a process, and it's really kind of fun to see in real life analogies or things that you're doing that really relate back to, this is very similar to what I'm doing in this part of my life. And so it's fun when you can actually relate it to something. And as a reminder, we have to get our fence up before something comes and eats our corn.